Hello YouTube, my name is Sam and this is the S33 Electrical channel. Today's the day after we had originally shot the video electrical contracting, and today I wanted to make a part 2 video just to follow up and dive a little bit deeper into this talk about the electrical contracting. Right now I just want to say, personally in my life, I'm just caught somewhere in between promises and expectations, and I'm all mixed up in it. So anyone who thinks that my life's perfect or that I'm rich or something, I'm just here to assure you that that's not the case. I do have challenges just like everybody else, and I'm merely trying to survive. That's all I do. I've been through a lot in my life, had a lot of experiences, and at this point I'm really not afraid. I've just been doing it for so long that I feel like I've lived a good life. Just with everything that I've done and been through, and even the challenges, looking back at it today, I'm grateful for it all. So one thing about it is I'm just not afraid. So I'll come on to YouTube when we can have these talks and we can say it. But I want to be crystal clear, and I don't want anyone to get the wrong ideas of what I'm trying to put out here. I was talking yesterday about how we've been busy and that we're getting a lot of new opportunities for requests for bids, so potentially new accounts with works and stuff. And maybe some people, it made it seem like there's just a job for everybody here, that we can like import people from other parts of the world and everyone could work here. That's honestly not the case. There's plenty of skilled people here that are ready to work. I actually had a phone call from an old friend of mine, came in yesterday, my friend David Anderson. I hope he doesn't mind me using his name, but he called me up and was like, told me happy birthday, and was telling me that he just gotten out of jail and was looking for work. And I told him we had some bids out for some bigger commercial work, and it wasn't like I was able to say, yeah dude, just come on, be here tomorrow, show up and be ready to work. And I really wish that was the case, because you spend so many years. I've been knowing this dude for 10 years. We started out back in 2006, and we just been through all kinds of shit together in the trenches and everything, dude. We were back when I was running a contracting business with an apprentice card. David was with me out in Cedar Park doing 1890 Ranch. We're out there making it look easy. And I love this dude, man. You work with people for so long, you actually care about these people, and you build these bonds and these relationships. And I really wish I had worked for everybody, and that everyone I've ever known and had that type of rapport with, I could have them with me here today. But it's just not the case, because we have limiting factors. It's not like we can all just go out there and do the work that needs to be done. We have other things that are going on. We have to pay our bills. We have to protect our families and make sure that everything is going the way that it needs to go. So it's not like we can just go out there and do what needs to be done. There's other things that have to be looked at. And I think that's where we're coming in right now with all these new bid opportunities, is that the electrical bosses out there, they realize that, hey, I got to deal with these inspectors, I got to deal with these permits, I got to deal with this licenses, I got to deal with all this shit. And if I'm going to do that, I need to make some serious cheese. It just has to be that way. So what I feel like is happening maybe is that these general contractors, these builders, are getting bids from highly reputable companies that they know can do the work. They get the bid, they mark it up 20-30%, whatever they do with their business, and then they put their bid in based on that. Once they've done that, maybe they're looking for other contractors who are good enough to do the work, but maybe aren't as sophisticated to where hopefully they'll make a mistake on their bid, and they might just try to put you in there and see how it works out. Because if say someone bids a job for $90,000, they're marking it up 20%, they're coming in around 115K, and then they're going out and they're looking for a bid from you, and you're coming in at 75,000. That's 15K in between that. If they can go with you and you can do the job just as good, they're going to put that 15K in their pocket. So it's almost like it's a predatorial type deal where they're trying to make money. And that's just the way it is in the world. And I think that we're entering times where, like I was saying on the last video, things are more expensive than they've ever been. and everyone is just trying to just get in where they fit in so we can all just survive. I really feel like that everyone out here is working harder um, maybe than in the past. I just feel like everyone out there who's working is working really hard to just make the ends meet. And I just remember being a kid in 1998 where like it just seemed like everything was good. You turn on the news and it was just all about like good news, this was happening, and it was just like just a wonderful time. My dad had a big diesel F-250. We would pull up at the gas station and fill the whole thing up for $20. Like diesel was cheap, and um, it just seemed like everything was really going well at that time. It's just not the same anymore. It's just different, and people are out there working really hard, and we're all trying hard. And so don't get me wrong, there's not a shortage of skilled labor. There's a shortage of bosses who are willing to take on the stress and do these projects for what, it's all subjective, but some people would say that maybe they're trying to charge too much. And I understand it. Like, who wants to do it? I don't know. Like, people just want to like show up and go to work. That's all they want to do. And then when you got to deal with the county, you got to deal with the IRS, you got to deal with, it's like, damn, like, what am I even doing this for? You really, when you figure it out, when you get to the point where you're like, I have all these obligations, and then on top of that, I got to file taxes too. Like, like, what's that worth? What's that worth? And you ask yourself those questions, and that's what's limiting people from unleashing the full potentials of having everyone out here really building the civilization and doing great things. It's the taxes, the regulation, the licensing. We got our city inspectors out here, they're acting like they're cops. I had a dude run up on our people the other day and was like he was a cop or something, demanding to see electrical license. What kind of shit is that? Where we live in a world now where you gotta ask people permission to produce, and these people produce nothing. And these are just some thoughts that are going through everybody's mind. It's not just me. I'm not the only one that's figured this out. So, that's what happens whenever we go down this path of the Marxist type thinking where the socialist ideas of economics and society. You get the people who work with their hands, who work the hardest, they get left out. They get, it just becomes harder because anything that moves gets regulated. And if it keeps moving, they'll keep regulating it to a point where it will stop. And it happens like that all the time. And we're so heavily regulated now, between all the way from the IRS to the local city municipalities, that people just don't even want to deal with it. Everyone's like sitting around, and we're just like all trying to figure out how can we do less and make more. Yeah, like that's a good way to think. Let's do less and make more. How can we do that? Well, it's not taking on big contracts. Who wants to deal with all that? So that's why I think we're seeing all this, like, hey, come wire this 5-year project. We'll be your partner and give you financing and everything. Just come on, we just need you now. Like really? That easily? Like, okay, yeah. No, and we're not even gonna go that route, because that's not what we would make less than if we stayed in our current modality of what we do now. So it's just food for thought, guys. I'm just one guy, and we're all. I'm not anyone super special. You don't got to be anybody special to kick it with me. You can come. We can talk about whatever, and I'm sure there's other things that I could tell you everything I know. I just can't remember it all at once. So that's why I'm glad there's a community here. I'm looking around. I'm seeing other electrical channels. Like we got LMT over there, J2M. I'm seeing Massive Electric. He's coming out with some videos. I'm seeing Electrician's Library. So there's a handful of people now. We're all making these videos and we're just sharing. So we can all learn from each other. it's not all about me here. It's about us as a group, as electricians, as people who are interested in the electrical industry. We can sit here, we can have these conversations, and hopefully we can grow. We can all grow and learn from each other, and we end up in a better place. That's my hope. That's my intentions. I don't know if I'm going to make another video on this topic, but for now, I just wanted to dive a little bit deeper from where we were yesterday. I got to get to work now. It's Monday morning. Got some stuff going on. I'm surprised my phone hasn't ringed at this point. So I'm going to cut this video off. I got to get to work, and I will be back soon with another video. Until then, guys, keep working hard. I believe in you, and everything is going to work out great for you if you just continue to show up and work hard. Good things will happen. I can personally say that that's been my experience, and I just want to say that each one of you, y'all are all special and unique in your own ways, and don't forget that. Just keep doing your best, and it will all work out. Okay, until next time, peace.